Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Monster Tamer News. Now, with this being the second episode, I did make some slight adjustments to the main screen here in terms of where my avatar is and where the little screen is. Also, keep in mind that moving forward, we'll be slowly integrating more games into this segment as we cover them in our main videos. So if I did miss anything crazy going on in another Monster Tamer game that I didn't know about, just let me know in the comments. I've currently set my sights on doing some more introductory videos on Ploxmons, The Last Monsters, Creature Keepers, and Dogi V, just to name a few. Also, make sure to check out our Discord server where we have a specific channel set up for Monster Tamer News, as well as channels for the various games we cover. A lot of the news you're going to hear about was a team effort in the Discord server, specifically on the Monster Tamer News tab, so I appreciate everyone who helped out. Anyway, so with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into our first set of news. So for starters, MonsterCrown just dropped a big update this week for their closed beta. Now I say closed, but you can access it through Soadesco, their publisher. They'll want you to go on this site and join their Discord and tweet about the game and a couple things like that, but it is legit. That's how I actually got access to it. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. So, you know, if you want to get your hands on the beta, there you go. Anyways, let's read the patch notes. So this is version 1.395. And it includes East Desperado Cliffs revamped, Jasper slightly nerfed, crossbreeds for Aliel and 2 unknown monsters, 2 new items out there somewhere, a new legendary monster, inventory scrolling is now working properly, after using a stork lift the appropriate music will play, improved Milltown bridge layer switching, defensive and resistance calculation has been revamped, and subsequently Walrus and Jasper have received balancing adjustments. So yeah, definitely a couple things of note of the new crossbreeds and the legendary monster. For the sake of not spoiling anything, I won't be showing any of that stuff here. Funnily enough, the devs actually went out and updated again just yesterday, so here are the details for that update. This is 1.397. The double synergy for opponents is fixed, that was a glitch. Not getting synergy after swapping was fixed. If you guys watched my Let's Plays, I had that issue. HP orbs have been fixed. Monster encyclopedia entries no longer overlap or miss words as you scroll through. They readjusted the berry and pumpkin spawning points. Character customization now allows you to scroll as a loop. At the start of the screen, you can just press any button, not just enter. No longer drop pumpkins when leaving Menace. Odd music blip on the load/new game screen has been removed. Jasper's dialogue no longer reappears on subsequent battle. The words 8 years ago was added to the initial campfire scene. Your leader monster no longer disappears during your mom's synergy tutorial. And legacy save file loading is back. So yeah, a ton of MonsterCrown news to say the least. Next up is some Kindred Fates news. Now the devs over at Skymill released a couple of short clips showing off an improved idle animation for Shovelbutt, as well as a never before seen spinning animation for Kodoki. The spinning animation is likely its running animation, because if you download the file, it's actually called acornsprint.gif. So if you compare this animation to how we see Kodoki move around in the Kickstarter trailer, we already get a sense of the vast level of improvement on how the models are. One thing I've heard a lot in the past, in the Kickstarter trailer specifically, is that some of the kinfolk look a little rigid, which is true, but like I've been saying to people, after $700,000 and, you know, a little bit of time, we're going to see immense improvements, which, there you go. In Pokemon news, Gigantamax Eevee will be available in raids until the 25th of May, which is noteworthy because up until this point, if you didn't own a copy of Let's Go Eevee, you wouldn't be able to get it in-game. So if you're into that, go get yourself one before it ends. After that point, on May 26th, you'll be able to get your hands on a Gigantamax Meowth through raid battles, and that'll last until June 1st. In Siralim Ultimate news, the Kickstarter just passed $60,000 US, which means that it just passed its stretch goal involving advanced arenas. Basically, you're going to be able to take a team to an arena where you can fight waves of enemies, participate in gauntlets, etc. The Siralim Kickstarter campaign, as of recording, has roughly 1,000 backers and has just under 2 weeks until it's over. So if you want to play the alpha or the beta, you better go back quick. Now over to Digimon news, the upcoming title Digimon Surive has actually been changed from a 2020 release date to a TBA release date, though interestingly Bandai Namco came out and said that despite the COVID-19 outbreak, the game is still planned to release by the end of the year. For those of you who don't know, Digimon Surive is a game in which you get trapped in the digital world and have to escape without dying. Not a whole lot going on in the world of Coromon this week, but I did want to show off some older news that I missed last week. Now, a few weeks ago, the Coromon YouTube channel uploaded a teaser video for the Desert soundtrack. Let's take a listen. So yeah, Coromon has some really amazing music tracks, hence why I'm using one of their themes in my outro on this channel. Their music is fire. And last but not least, it's time to go over this week's Temtem Weekly Reset. This configuration will last from May 18th till May 24th and will include some extra luma odds, so it's definitely better than last week's Abomination. The two Temtem this time around will be Tateru with a ×3 luma chance and Pewki with a ×2.5 luma chance. Each will have a 5% chance to have an egg move, and Tateru will spawn at an 85% rate while Pewki will spawn at a 75% rate. It's going to cost you 1600 Pansuns for 8 cards. The free Tem this week is kind of disappointing. It's another week where cosmetics sort of take over, but instead of clothes it's dye. So yet another week without any damn male clothing. But anyways, 60 releases will give you 2 Psy cards, which, since this is a Luma week, you could potentially use the 2 Psy cards to enter for free and look for your Luma, so that's not too bad. Then at 150 you'll get 4 Weakener Grapefruit. If you were to buy those, they cost 750 each, so that's actually not too bad either. But then at 250 you'll just get a dye, and then at 550 you'll get a dye bundle. So if you don't care about cosmetics, you could potentially just skip free Tem after 150, to be honest. Anyways guys, so that's going to conclude this week's segment of monster taming news. I really hope this segment is helpful for people, and I want to once again say thank you to those in our Monster Taming and Chill Discord for helping me compile the information. As always, you guys are awesome. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more Monster Tamer content. Until next time, peace.